Good morning, children. Welcome back to the social session. Children, for the past few days, we were learning about the population and its distribution and how to calculate the population growth and what are the reasons for the population growth. And we also have seen the various factors involved in the surveying of the population. So, as part of that, we have seen the definition for the literacy rate, birth rate, death rate, and even about the working population. We have classified the population into three categories depending upon the age, as children, working population, and the aged people. So, mostly the development of a country is dependent upon the working population. So, the working population we have further divided into four categories as cultivators, the workers in the household things and other jobs. We have classified them into four categories again. And now, after that, yesterday we have seen about how this population growth gets impacted. That means the size of the population changes. The factors like birth rate, death rate, and migrations has a great impact on the population size change. So, how do we calculate the population growth rate? We have seen. And let us move on to the next one called as the fertility rate. Fertility rate means the number of births a woman give in her lifetime is called as a fertility rate. So, this fertility rate, total fertility rate is the number of children that a woman probably gives her birth in her lifetime. So, if this declines, then we can say that the couples are deciding to have fewer children. Factors both within the family and outside are contributing to their decisions. That is the reason the population growth rate also has got reduced. The birth rate has come down. Previously, there was a preference of having more children, more than 3 children. If you look at the old families, your fathers or the grandparents' families, they have 6, 8, 10 children are also present in a family. But now, couples are only showing the interest to have either 2 or at least 1. So, they are stopping with that. So, this kind of consciousness has decreased the fertility rate. And another reason to decrease the fertility rate is the kind of food we intake and the kind of lifestyle we follow are also reasons for the decreased fertility rate. So, at the time of 1961, the fertility rate was 5.9, nearly 6 children the woman has given birth. But now, it is only 2.7 and it is getting further dropped down of 1.7 or 1.8 only. So, either they are having 2 children or only 1, and sometimes no children at all, and they are adopting. Even celebrities have shown such kind of lifestyle where they adopt the children. So, such kind of trend got started in the society which is a negative population growth rate, which may lead in the future to the negative population growth rate. So, fertility rate decreased because of the late marriages. Previously, people used to get married at a very early age. As a result of that, the span of reproduction or the span of producing the children was very vast. If you get married at the age of 16, 18, okay, you can reproduce, you can produce or you can give birth to the child until 35, 38. So, this span was very lengthy. But now, most of the people are getting married at the age of 28, 29, and sometimes in order to settle their career and in order to develop their career also, they are waiting until 32 years of age. These late marriages are contributing for the decrease in the fertility rate. So, as a result of that, the population growth rate also comes down, which has a positive and which has an explosion in 1970s and 1980s is slowly coming under control. The population of India is almost exploded. So, it is nearly 150 crores of population. So, which of course, we are now 130 crores, which may lead to become 150 crores if the birth rate is not controlled. Okay, very fastly, we may become the most populous country in the world. So, this is what we need to understand about the fertility rate. And about the population density. What is the population density mean? The number of persons present per every square kilometer, we call it as a population density. So, the first one is sex. We have learnt about sex ratio also. The number of women per every 1000 males, we call it as sex ratio. And today we learnt about the fertility rate. And now population density. These are the important terms, children, please remember them. Okay. And what is the sex ratio of India, children? 940 females per every 1000 males. And coming to the fertility rate of 2011, it is only 1.7. Okay. And coming to the population density. Okay. What is population density? Means number of persons present, per every square kilometer. Per every square kilometer is called as population density. Then how do we calculate, sir? Do we go to every square kilometer and do we count this? No. You take the entire population and what you do is divide it by the number of the area. So you will arrive at average how many persons are present per every square kilometer in order to better understand the distribution of population in the area. So this population density will clearly give you the picture. Okay, what areas are densely populated and what areas are sparsely populated. Generally, most of the people get settled only in the areas where there is water availability. Especially the agricultural land is available, and in the areas where the climatic conditions are very suitable, in those areas we get settled. So if you take Hyderabad is mostly populated than the parts of Adilabad, because Adilabad is a forest region and hilly region where you find sparse, very less densely populated areas. So if you look at the population density, the most densely populated country in the world is India, and the population density according to the 2011 census is 382 persons per every square kilometer. India has 382 persons per every square kilometer. Please, this is one of the most important questions. The density of population is 382 persons per square kilometer. That is the density of population of India. And within the country also there are densely populated states. If you look at Bihar, which has 1102 persons per square kilometer, followed by Bengal, West Bengal and many other states. And even leastly populated, densely populated states also we have, like Arunachal Pradesh, which has only 17 persons per square kilometer. Assam and most of the perennial rivers have the moderate population densities. As I told you, water is an important element in the population settlement. For that reason, these perennial rivers flowing areas are densely populated areas. So this is how we need to discuss about the population density, children. Please write down the fair notes of this lesson, and even there is a map given in the textbook, Telangana map, which you need to collect the population density of Telangana, in which district how much of population is present, and you need to write down what is the population density of a Telangana region. Thank you, children. We'll meet in the next class.